Marcelo El Pitbull Rojo is a 16-6 bantamweight born and fighting out of Buenos Aires, Argentina. 15 of 16 wins finished and 12 stopped in the very first round. Was supposed to take on the most underrated 135er, Raoni Barcelos, on short notice, but he's such a gamer, moving up 10 pounds to face Charles Jourdain 2 weeks later at UFC Vegas 21. Back it up to 2017. A 10-4 Rojo 2-fight streaking into his first fight in 2 years, dropping 10 pounds to bantamweight to face Ivan Hernandez Flores. El Brasil from Mexico with a record of 8-1-1. And look at that height difference between Flores and the ring girl. Maybe she could be a UFC women's featherweight. Rojo got a 5-inch height advantage and a 4-inch reach advantage there. Round 1 minute in, Flores flies forward but gets caught in the clinch. Marcelo grabs the plum and goes to work with his knees. 45 seconds later, Marcelo overhand right floors Flores. Ground and pound ends it early. El Pitbull needs 2 minutes and 6 seconds to earn his 5th career KO. Now 11-4 and riding a 3-fight victory run. Rojo showed off some ridiculous knees from the tie clinch. Just a couple kicks reddened up his opponent's body, looking like a power striker at 135. 4 months later, El Pitbull back for another bout versus the flight instructor Billy Molina. The Puerto Rican with a record of 5-3, fresh off an L, but all 5 wins finished in the first. Should be a barn burner. Halfway done round 1, Rojo flashes the hands, opening up the leg kick. Left hook to uppercut follow-up, and the second shot did damage. 20 seconds gone now, Marcelo grabs the body lock around the waist and spins him down right into side control. End of the first, Molina searching far and wide for an armbar, as Rojo paves the way for a TKO with some brutal ground strikes. Marcelo moves on up to 12-4 with his 4th straight finish. El Pitbull invested in the leg kicks early, maybe thwarting the movement of Molina, because Rojo made 2 takedowns look tailor-made, opening up the avenue for another TKO. 4 months later, November 17 puts Rojo into a bantamweight tournament by Combate Americas. 1 5-minute round against Michael Erosa for the chance to move on to the next round. 12-5, El Terrible Erosa comes into the opening round on a 2-bout losing streak. Erosa shoots right off the opening bell, avoids the Rojo knee catching the thigh area on the way down, and he earns a single leg take. Minute and change later, Marcelo works his legs past Erosa's right arm and he locks in a deep triangle choke. Looks like Erosa is dead to rights, but eventually he'll find his way out. Now opponent back in command, but El Pitbull swivels with the quickness and throws up an arm bar. Erosa's arm hyperextended like Tony Ferguson Charles Oliveira, but Rojo spirals the arm down and forces the tap. Marcelo shows off his skills from the bottom, tossing up 2 lightning-quick submission attempts before the armbar gets his opponent in the 2nd minute of round 1. Moving on to the 2nd round of the bantamweight tournament, where he would eventually succumb to the champion. First fight of 2018, Fabian Galvan, with a record of 8-3, steps in to face the Pitbull. 5 of 8 dubs are finishes, and his 3 losses to opponents with a combined record of 35-7, including the UFC's Alejandro Perez. In the 2nd minute, clinched up, Rojo finds the plum clinch with one hand. It gets him 2 knees followed by a big right hook. 20 seconds later, simultaneous kicks, then Galvan answers right back. Marcelo evades the sweeping right, coming back with a strong 2-piece. 30 ticks gone now, El Pitbull flashes the double jab, then overhand right ends his night. Marcelo Rojo bounces back from a hard-fought loss with a highlight reel stoppage, taking his record of 14-5. Big power on display once again. This win marks his 7th by strikes. Next fight 6 months later against the American Jesse Strader, the 27-year-old with a record of 3-0, 2 wins by punches, and a unanimous decision. Round 1 Rojo calf kick as Strader launches into the clinch. They trade knees and body shots back and forth, then a much needed breather. Strader comes back with the liver shots, and one hurts Marcelo. 2 minutes later, El Pitbull recovered, able to stand, then right to work with his patented knees from the clinch. One to the nose, and Strader tumbles, but he is not out just yet. Moments later, back to the knees from the plum clinch, and his opponent is withering away, cannot take the heat. Back and forth non-stop action, but the brawler Marcelo Rojo was made for it. He wins by TKO at the very end of round 1. Record of 15-5 now, and he's making a name for himself off that ultra-aggressive clinch. Marcelo was then defeated by present UFC fighter John Sexy Mexi Castaneda, now last bout outside the octagon in September 2019 at a catchweight of 140 pounds. Facing Victor Hugo Periquito Madrigal, 9-3 resume off the back of 2 stoppages. Early going round 1, Rojo jab feint switches stance into the huge right hook. Madrigal is dreaming before he hits the mat, my goodness. Another KO that belongs on the reel. Marcelo Rojo has heavy hands. 9th KO or TKO makes El Pitbull 16-6. Now in 2021, he took a fight on short notice against underrated contender Raoni Barcelos, but he got COVID. Now scheduled 2 weeks later to face featherweight Charles Air Jordan at UFC Vegas 21.